Hello, my darlings. Hello, hello, hello. This is your favorite boy, BanksyStyle, doing a Banksy quickie. Just putting out a quick one because I don't have a lot of time. Oh, damn. Big up the G Block, big up Ultra. Got Ultra in the house already. Yeah, this is a very quick one, literally 5 minutes, maybe less even, because I have to go back to work. I've already extended my my lunchtime. So the reason I wanted to just do this was because of this video, which has been going around for a while, but I wanted to do a quick reaction to it. I'll be honest, this video pisses me off so much. It's only 2 minutes 20 seconds, and I still haven't managed to see it to the end because it just infuriates me. So they say misery loves company, and so I'm going to introduce this to you if you haven't seen it.
Assalamu alaikum. Women of Iran, what are you doing? Subhanallah, subhanallah, subhanallah. The death of Mahsa was horrific. It was wrong. But what you're doing is worse. The Prophet...
Sorry. Did you hear that? She says what the death of Mahsa Amini was bad, but what you're doing is worse. What they are doing is worse by burning their hijab. Is worse than killing a human being. This is what this tourist Muslim talks about. Now, I say tourist Muslim because, again, I don't refer to these people as Muslims. They're just tourists. They're visiting, whilst the rest of us have to live there. Mahsa Amini lived in Islam. You just visited on fucking TikTok, you insufferable person.
Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, our beloved Prophet, said that those who respect the symbols of Allah respect of Allah. What are you doing? The hijab is a symbol of Allah in the Quran. In the Quran, Allah says for the woman to take her khimar in Surah An-Nur and to draw it over her bosom. The hijab is from Allah. It's not from the horrible man or men who murdered Mahsa. It is not from the...
It is the fucking police, the morality police, who are trying to enforce the hijab. That's why she died, because they were enforcing this bullshit hijab fucking law. You insufferable cow. Fuck you and everything you fucking stand for.
The Ayatollah. It's not from the Iranian government. It's not from the Saudi government. It's not from some sheikh in the desert in Saudi Arabia. My sisters, what is wrong with you? If a man was murdered for praying on a prayer rug, would you burn the prayer rug? If someone was murdered for reciting the Quran incorrectly, would you burn the Quran?
Yes. Yes, we would burn that fucking piece of shit book. This revolution, this uprising is not just about the hijab. It is about Islam. Muslims, get it. This is about Islam. If these mullahs ever leave, Iran will be the least Islamic country in the world. I will promise you that. They will burn mosques down. We will bring Zoroastrianism back into Iran. Zoroastrianism will have a revival in Iran when these mullahs go. I'll promise you that. Islam will be highly marginalized in Iran. Watch and see. Watch and see.
Anger is with a human being. Your anger is with a government. Your anger is with a law. This is all...
No, their anger is with Islam and its brutal fucking laws with the fucking hijab, which you, in a free democratic country, have the right to fucking wear and not wear, whilst they don't have that choice. That's the difference. Because if you actually had enough of a fucking backbone to go and live in a real Muslim country and actually no longer be a tourist of Islam, but an actual living under Islamic Sharia, then you'd know the difference. But you're a tourist. You're a tourist living in some Western country, probably United States or Canada or some fucking liberal place like that, where you enjoy all the luxuries of civil society, all the luxuries of a secular society, but complain about how, women shouldn't be burning the hijab, at the same time enjoying all those benefits of a secular society and none of the fucking enforcements of real Sharia. So You go ahead and be your tourist fucking Muslim. You can keep your opinions to yourself because no one in Iran gives a shit. They're going to burn more hijabs. They're going to burn mosques. They're going to burn Qurans. That's what they're going to eventually do. I'll promise you that. When these mullahs go, and it's not an if, it's just a when they go, Islam is in the deepest of shit in Iran. Iranians will have nothing to do with Islam for 100 years, maybe 1,000 years to come.
Humans, protest, get angry, fix the problem, because what's happening is wrong. But do not burn a symbol of Allah.
Yeah, we'll burn lots of symbols of Allah. Lots of it. Lot more burning to come. Piles of fucking hijabs being burnt. Piles of Qurans being burnt. Mosques being burnt. That's what's going to happen.
Allah told the woman to put on the hijab. Why? So that she would be known. Known as what? A Muslim.
You're such a fucking idiot. You don't even know how the hijab fucking laws came about. It was Umar bin Khattab who told Muhammad to go and bring down the surahs, to go and ask Allah for the surahs of the hijab, because he observed Sauda, one of Muhammad's fat wives, taking a shit in the desert, and he didn't like that. He was sitting in a circle of men watching Muhammad's wife take a shit in the desert and then complained that Muhammad should cover his wives. It was Umar bin Khattab that brought down that enforced the hijab, not Muhammad. Muhammad actually didn't care. I've actually got the hadith somewhere. Shit, I should have got it prepared. I'll do another long form video where I will show you the hadith where Umar bin Khattab, it's in the hadiths, where Umar bin Khattab pushed Muhammad to force hijab. Muhammad didn't give a shit about the hijab. Ironically, Muhammad was actually far more liberal. It's most of these Umars, these caliphs who actually enforced a lot of this, draconian fucking laws and forced him to quote unquote ask Allah to bring these surahs into the Quran, because he didn't care. It's in the hadith. It says Muhammad didn't even care his wives were unveiled. So you don't even know how these things came about. Allah didn't bring them down. Trust me. It was Umar bin Khattab.
It is a symbol of our religion. It is a symbol of our Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't disrespect Allah.
Fuck you, God.
Remember that you are a Muslim, that you believe La ilaha illallah, that you believe Muhammadur Rasulullah. Sisters, I'm begging you, stop this.
They don't fucking believe it. That's the whole point. They don't believe in your fucking God anymore. An internet poll showed 45% of Iranians don't even identify as Muslim. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't even know the demographic makeup of Iran. You're just spouting this shit behind your fucking ninja mask.
Yes. Protest. Fight. This is fine. What you're doing is correct in that way, but stop burning your hijabs. Every time you burn a hijab, think it's the same as burning your prayer rugs.
Good.
It is a symbol of Allah.
God, I can't believe I got through this. I can't believe I have been trying to, I've actually watched this several times and I couldn't make it to the end. I was ready to fucking smash my computer up every time I listened to this cow. Okay. What else? Oh shit! I gotta go. There's a lot of other things going on.
Not just
I just want to play another video. Oh, there's loads. There's so much. The protests are still happening, by the way, people. They're still going on. They're saying death to dictators, death to the dictators. Magbad dictator. This is an old lady with her hijab off. Yeah. Even old ladies are protesting. They're removing their hijabs, defying these. This is still going on, people. So if you can support, if you can retweet these things, please do. Look for these things, follow them, retweet them. In fact, what am I doing? I was just searching. I wasn't actually. Yeah, I haven't even retweeted a bunch of these myself. But yeah, it's still happening. It's still happening. A lot of it is happening. Look at these sacks of dog turds. Now the irony here. Listen to this.
Watch 30 seconds.
Waj, 30 seconds left. I'm going to give you the last word. Italy, depressing news from the last week on the state of democracy in the West. And then you look at Iran, where Iranian women are taking the streets and showing the world how it's done in terms of standing up for your freedoms.
Is it a sad state of affairs where a woman got elected as the president of Italy? A woman got elected, by the way. They don't mention that a woman got elected in Italy. That this is a massive move forward for the women in Italy. But no, because that woman doesn't have the right kind of politics. When a woman gets elected in Italy with the wrong politics, that's a bad state of affairs for democracy. Only when the woman gets elected with the right kind of politics, right? Just because a right-wing conservative politician got elected, but was a woman. She was a woman. She still is a woman. But, you know, this is the hypocrisy of these so-called supposed journalists in the West.
Exactly right. If you stand up for women, you have to stand up for women in Iran.
You have to stand up for a woman who got elected in Italy, too.
Who's standing up for dignity against a right-wing extremist theocracy. You have to stand up for women in America who's standing up for women's rights thanks to the right-wing MAGA extremists who have removed a constitutionally protected right.
No, it wasn't a constitutionally protected. It's not a right to abortion is not a constitutional right. That was what was turned. Now the states can make that. Go ahead. You can go and live in California and New York and have abortions all day long. That's the difference.
Right? And you have to stand up for women.
And by the way, I'm a pro-choice advocate. I am absolutely a pro-choice advocate. I have no problem with women having abortions. But the fact that they took away it's not a constitutional right to have an abortion. That is not what the founding parents of America were thinking about when they wrote that constitution. So it's perfectly fine for the states to make that decisions, and those states who are conservatives are going to make conservative decisions, and those who are liberal are going to make liberal. If you're a liberal libtard, go and live in a liberal shithole, which is San Francisco and all of California and New York. But the conservatives want to have their way of life. And in America, don't you love freedom? Don't you like the fact that people have the choice? The funny thing is, you can still have a choice of where you live and what kind of abortion you want.
And in Europe who choose on their own to wear hijab and not boycott them and scapegoat them as both the right and left parties have done in Europe. You have to stand up for women all across the world, have to stand up for them equally, and they need male allies right now.
Yeah, of course. Of course, those who choose. The funny thing is, though, those who choose to take it off seem to get a lot of death threats. Okay, guys, I'm ending this because I've already gone way over my time. Thank you for showing up. I just thought I'd throw another video out there. It's been a while since I've done any shows. If you guys got any ideas or requests or anything that you want me to do a show about, either a BS quickie or a long form YouTube live stream, let me know. I will do it. But for now, I bid you adieu. Have yourself a good day, good evening, good afternoon, whatever.